People have got to come and see what we've got to believe what we've got. Once you've been, you'll come again.
Wherever you go, you hear stories, and the stories are about newness, whether it's about new transport links going in, whether it's about new housing going in, new industries going in, changes in the types of businesses that are coming into the towns and the villages within the Tees Valley.
Look at Hartlepool. Next year it's going to have the tall ships race, 1 million people coming. Middlesbrough is now becoming a centre for arts. Darlington, in a sense, is the heartland of the railways, and all around us agricultural land and very beautiful countryside.
We've got an area that's got a terrific history, but we've got an increasing confidence about the future, and I think that's the biggest change that's happened in the Tees Valley, a growing confidence.
I think this area is on and up, and while we are going through difficult times with the recession at the moment, I think this area, perhaps more than any other, has the infrastructure to allow it to survive and grow.
I think we've been very successful. What we've done is ensure that visitor numbers to Tees Valley have grown over the last 5 years. More importantly, we've encouraged them to stay longer, spend more, and thereby create more jobs in the area.
This is about 5 local authorities all working together for a single area and promoting that area and developing that area as a single unit, which is very important.
This whole area is almost unrecognisable from the Stockton of the late 1980s. Less than a mile away from where Mrs. Thatcher famously took her walk in the wilderness is the Tees Barrage. It's a world-renowned centre for water sports and will be a training facility for the London 2012 Olympics.
I've been here since '92, so I was part of the construction team that put the barrage in place. Now, believe it or not, at that time, if you didn't have barrier cream on, the River Tees and the water quality issues would have taken your skin off. In 15 years, we've gone from there to hosting things like World Masters Water Skiing, British Tour of Jet Ski Racing, World Canoe Marathon. So we've been through a massive evolution to where we are now, where we host major water sports events. There isn't anything that happens within water sports that we don't do at the Tees.
Another place where there's been dramatic changes is at Saltholme. It's home to a new RSPB centre. £7 million has been spent turning what was a piece of industrial wasteland into a major visitor attraction.
We estimate that we will have 100,000 visits a year. Many of those people coming from outside of the Tees Valley. 100,000 visits actually puts £1 million into the local economy. All that's got to be great for jobs, for the region, and it's great here because, of course, the centre itself employs over 20 people. More than half of those people are from our doorstep anyway, so it's putting actual, real jobs for local people actually on the doorstep. Great, it's a win for everybody.
This is a very exciting day for me because I was here just, almost exactly a year ago. There was nothing here at all. It was pouring with rain, and it was very, very hard to imagine that this would ever become something that will be a really great resource for the local community. And I turn up today, the sun's shining, there are birds everywhere you look, and Saltholme is open. It's really good news.
It will start to address the perceptions that parts of the Tees Valley are, overloaded with industrial backdrops. And, to have a centre like this in the middle of all that speaks volumes for how clean and green the Tees Valley really is.
I don't think you can ever put a region in a box. People may think of Teesside as being an industrial area, and sure enough, there's industry here, but it's also a magnificent area for wildlife. And I think what's so exciting about here is seeing that the two can exist together and really work together. It's a great resource, as I said, for a local community, but also it's a great draw for visitors from further afield.
Culturally, the region has been on a journey too. The Stockton International Riverside Festival has led the way. For more than 2 decades, it's featured some of the finest outdoor theatre, street entertainment, circus, music and dance anywhere in the world.
We frequently get people who just can't believe the scale and quality of work that gets presented at the Riverside Festival. It easily compares with the big city festivals, Manchester and London, with whom we work. And I think that the backdrop surprises many people. The quality of water, the range of leisure opportunities there are, and the ease with which you can get around and in and out of the Tees Valley.
Stockton's Arc has become the focus for groundbreaking events. It's all here: comedy, theatre and dance.
We're trying to bring really high quality events here, so I've been working to bring some of the best theatre companies, dance companies, musicians, comedians to ARC to benefit the local audiences, so actually people don't have to travel to Newcastle, to other towns and cities, but that they can see those people on their doorstep. For people to actually be able to come into contact with those people right here at ARC is a really, really exciting time for them, and I think that's something that adds to the vibrancy of what's going on. And I think that's where Visit Tees Valley have been really useful to us, is often arts venues aren't considered visitor attractions, but we are considered to be one. The calibre of event that we have going on here means that there is a reason for people to come here. So using us as part of the promotional tools has been fantastic, and without a doubt people have come here especially to see events at ARC.